The market is at an all-time high, so you probably shouldn't be investing, right? Wrong. And that's the mindset exactly why most people stay broke. Look, I used to think the same way. I'd see the market hitting new highs and I think it's gotta crash soon, so I'll just wait. Maybe I'll sell it and buy it when it dips. But here's what nobody tells you about investing. It's way less about being smart and knowing the future, which is impossible, and way more about not being stupid. A lot of what you think you know is probably the exact same thing that's keeping you broke. So here are 7 unsettling facts about investing that changed how I see money forever. Fact number 1, you should be investing at all-time highs. According to studies, the stock market is at an all-time high in 36 of the past 54 years, almost 70% of the time, all the way back to 1970s, and has hit an all-time high in 11 of the past 13 years. So if you're waiting for the right time and you're waiting for it to crash to invest, then you're just gonna be waiting forever. And here's another crazy stat. If you miss just 10 best days of the stock market over a 20-year period, your returns, your investment gains get cut almost in half because you were trying to be smart and time the market. And I'll give you a personal example. When I first started investing back in COVID, I wanted to buy, the S&P 500 index funds, but I just kept waiting for it to go lower and lower and lower because, we were in a pandemic. I thought it would just keep going lower, so I would just wait until the right time. And you know what happened? It did dip, which I'm glad I bought, and then it shot up way higher. Even with the April 2025 tariff crash, everyone was panicking. Everyone thought that all the businesses and everything fundamentally changed. This is going to be the new future, the new recession. What happened a couple days later? New all-time highs again. And I'm not trying to say this will always happen because it does matter what you're investing in and obviously what's happening. But the moral of the story is to just stop waiting. Stop trying to time the market because time in the market will be timing the market every single time. And consistency is really what builds true wealth. And so if you're always waiting for the perfect moment, always waiting for a dip, you're going to be waiting forever. And you'll never know when the next crash is going to happen. So don't wait for it. Invest now, and when that crash does happen, because inevitably there's going to be a crash, it's just bound to happen, take advantage of it. Be in position. And that's what I do. Every single week, no matter what, I invest in the stock market, whether the market is up or down. And if there's any event where it does create more dips, or if the market crashes, I'll invest even more, as much as I can. But the strategy and the consistency never changes. Fact number 2, investing is 80% emotions, 20% knowledge. You don't need to be a stock investing genius in order to invest well. In fact, being too smart can actually hurt you. Now, I made a whole video on this called Why Dumb Investors Make More Money. And it's because smart people tend to overthink everything. They get what's called analysis paralysis. They try to find the next big stock, the perfect entry point, the perfect strategy, the perfect everything, and they end up doing nothing. Meanwhile, the dumb investor just throws money into a boring index fund that they don't really know too much about every single month and ends up crushing them over a 10-year time period. I even found a 2014 Fidelity study claiming that the best performing investor accounts were held by people who literally forgot they had one. Why? Because investing is an emotional game, not necessarily an intelligence test. The biggest investing mistakes usually come from extreme fear and extreme greed. Fear, you see headlines like market crashing coming or recession, you panic sell, or you don't buy the dip or take advantage of the discounts. March 2020, the year 2022, April 2025 tariffs. Every single time the headlines scream doom, and every single time people sell at the bottom or don't take advantage of what's out there. Greed, you see some crypto, meme stock, or the next best thing blow up and you FOMO in at the top, trying to get rich quick and trying to turn $100 into $100,000. GameStop, Dogecoin, Open Door recently, Figma, whatever flavor of the month is. Both fear and greed will destroy your portfolios faster than any bad stock or investing position could ever. The best investors, they're boring. They ignore the noise. They stick to a plan. Fact 3, losses are just the price of admission. If you invest long enough, you'll lose money multiple times. It's inevitable. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when and how much. And honestly, that's okay. That's normal. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, has lost money on plenty of investments. Even the pros get it wrong constantly. It's not a thing that you should worry about. The difference is They don't let one loss define them. They mitigate the damage, they learn from it, and they move on. Losses are just the entry ticket to long-term growth. And it's only a loss if you don't learn anything from it. So if you want to build real wealth through investing, you have to be okay with seeing the red sometimes, or even losing money. It's a part of the game. The key is not necessarily avoiding losses, it's keeping them small and not making emotional decisions when they happen, and to learn from your mistakes. Don't revenge trade, don't panic sell, don't try to make it back by going all in on something super risky, something that I've done before. Just take the L, learn from it, learn what went wrong, maybe buy the dip, and remember, as long as you're not in jail or dead, it's only money, and you can always get it back. Fact number 4, most strategies are just noise. Growth stock, value stocks, dividend investing, day trading, swing trading, crypto flipping. Everyone has this new system that promises people to be millionaires and billionaires, but most of them are just trying to put makeup on a pig and turning what investing should be into whatever they want, or just trying to sell something. But here's the truth. For 90% of most people, and especially if you're a beginner, the best investing strategy is dead simple. Buy low-cost index funds, invest consistently whether the market's up or down, and hold them for decades. That's it. But most people don't want to hear this because it's boring, it's not super sexy, so they jump from strategy to strategy, chasing the next best thing that promises them fast returns or what gives them the best hit of dopamine. I've done this myself. I've tried options trading. I tried finding the next best moon rocket, penny stock. I tried following hot tips from Reddit and Twitter. I've done it all. And you know what worked best consistently, stress-wise and monetarily-wise? The boring stuff that I ignored for years. And that is why you can see here that my portfolio is 70 to 75% into broad index funds and ETFs like QQQM, VOO, VTSIX, VTI. And if you don't believe me, you can watch me and keep me accountable. My entire portfolio is literally public on this website or app called Blossom. And this isn't an ad, this is sponsored. It's free to sign up. This is just a way for me to be transparent so you can see my entire portfolio investments, in real time. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave a link below. But again, guys, stick to the basics, stop chasing shiny objects. And like one of my favorite quotes says, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. Fact number 5, taxes are good. I can't tell you how many times somebody told me that they don't want to invest because of taxes. Guys, if you're paying more in taxes, that means you're making more money, and that's a good thing. It's kind of like saying, oh, I don't want to get in shape and have a six-pack because I'll have to buy new clothes, or I don't want a girlfriend because I'll be too busy. That's not really a real problem. It just sounds like you're being scared of your own success. Yes, if you make money investing and you sell, you'll have to pay capital gains tax. But again, you're still walking away with more money than you had before. So ask yourself, would you rather have $8,000 more or $0 because you were too scared of taxes? Now, obviously, there are smart ways to minimize paying taxes. Talk to a CPA, use tax advantage accounts like a Roth IRA, 401k, but they'll let this fear of taxes stop you from investing and making more money. That's really just an excuse, a dumb one at that. Taxes are not necessarily a bad thing. Focus on making the money first, and then you can focus on lowering your taxes at a later date. Taxes are a later problem and a good one to have. Fact number 6, the market doesn't care about your feelings. Now, this one's a little harsh, but you need to hear it. The stock market doesn't care if you need money or not. It doesn't care if you're stressed. It doesn't care if you just bought it and crashed the next day. It does not care. I've had multiple friends tell me that exact scenario. They finally built the courage to invest. They maybe put in, 10K, 30K. One of my friends even put 40K in because he wanted to take advantage of investing. And then the next day, the market just decides to crash like 10%. Or Trump goes on True Social and starts beefing with China, and the market crashes. Gotta love the game. The market is going to do what it does regardless of your personal situation, regardless of what you just did. That's why you should never invest money that you need in the short term, or if you don't have what's called an emergency fund. If you're gonna need money on cash, if you can't afford any emergencies up to like $500,000, then investing is really risky because then you have to go into debt, you have to go into your savings, or maybe even sell. And so if you're gonna need that cash in the next 1 to 2 years, maybe less, keep it in a high yield savings account, not in the stock market. Because if the market dips, 10%, 20% right when you need it, that sucks, you're screwed. But if you're investing for 10 to 20, 30 years, those dips don't really matter. In fact, there's opportunities to even invest more at a discount. And throughout inception, if you just look at this graph, the market always recovers. Always. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And this is throughout world wars, throughout pandemics, throughout, financial crisis. So invest with that timeline in mind, not necessarily with your emotions. Fact number 7, most people never even start. Now here's the most unsettling fact of all. Most people watching this video will never actually start investing, and they'll be stuck, forced to work forever and ever until they die. They'll watch and they'll nod along saying, yeah, I should totally do that, but they'll do nothing the next day. Or maybe they have started investing, but they continue to wait for the perfect time, or wait until they understand it better, or wait until they have, more money saved up. And 5 years later, they'll still be waiting. Meanwhile, the person who started with maybe $10 a month or maybe 100 and just stuck with it, they're way ahead, leagues ahead. They've took the L, they earned their stripes, they learned the hard way, and now they're way more ahead, maybe not necessarily financially, but emotionally and experience-wise, which does affect them monetarily. Now look, you don't need to be an expert, you don't need to have thousands of dollars, you don't need to have these perfect conditions. You really just need to start. Open an account, put in whatever you can afford. It doesn't matter, $1, $5, who cares? The fact is, you just need to start and just build from there, because one of the biggest mistakes isn't necessarily losing money on a bad investment. It's never investing and starting at all. That's where most people mess up and lose the most amount of money. It's waiting. I strongly believe that investing doesn't have to be as complicated as people make it out to be, but it does require you to get out of your own way and go out of your comfort zone. Stop overthinking, stop waiting, stop letting your fear of perfection keep you stuck. Just start, be consistent, be boring, and let time do the heavy lifting for you. And so if you want a step-by-step breakdown on exactly how to invest as a beginner, I made a full video right here. And of course, guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. It means the world to me. And of course, till next time.